All right, man. Today is Monday, September 23rd. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. Snake Draft Monday. We are joined by Big Ev and Robbie Fox on Zoom. Boys, how are we? Robbie Fox, how we doing?
Doing very well. Excited to do another snake draft. It's been a while.
It has been a while. Last one we did, I think, was May when we were doing the punk song draft.
That's right. The punk song draft that everyone was like, it's not a punk song draft. It's a pop punk song draft. And we get it, guys. Yeah, we get it.
5 months ago. Wow.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. A long time. And we're back to music again today. Ev, you looked particularly enticed by the topic, so welcome in.
I was. Always great to get the call. And I think the first one that I've got the invite I've gotten that hasn't been like truly like a sports centric.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of fired up to dabble in the music game.
Yes, you used to do a nice little show, right? You and Jet Ski.
Yeah, we did. That's why I'm excited too, because I think it's funny, like me and Bob doing this. Me and Bob are good friends, but we probably couldn't have like further different music tastes. So I'm curious to see just kind of how the board everything's going to play out.
Yeah, that's good. That's always a good thing. What was that podcast name called?
808s and Smoke Breaks. I still
it's
say
a good name.
That's a great name.
That is.
That's a great name.
That's why I asked, because I knew I liked the name, but I forgot it. So that's right. That's a good one. You and
That's
Jet
an
Ski.
awesome name.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, we did it for a couple of years. We had fun with it.
Yeah, that's good. That's fun. All right, pump up songs, as you saw by the title. It could be anything that pumps you up. Chief's like, well, is it for getting pumped for a fight, getting pumped for a game? I'm like, whatever a pump up song means to you.
I'm
right?
thinking of things that were blasting into my iPod back before high school football games.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, listening to it in the
Shit
car.
where you're like,
listening to it on the bus.
Palms are starting to sweat. Your fingers are jingling. You're curling your toes. You're ready to run through a brick fucking wall.
I was a little confused. Hand up. I feel like I've done this before in a draft, but we were talking about what the topic could have been last night, me and Ed, and we were like talking about walkout songs at first. So I have a list of 15 very specific walkout songs that I have, but I also have a list of pump-up songs. So it's going to be a little bit like I'm calling audibles on the fly here, but I'm very excited about this as well. I have a lot of just general, pump-up songs.
Yeah, and like always with these song drafts, we can't play the music, unfortunately. So if you draft something very off the beaten path, be prepared to give us a gist and sing a little bit, right?
Probably. And we will make a
we
Spotify
can make a
playlist.
We might as well stick with that.
Yep.
We'll do that again, too. That'll be nice and easy. I'm very excited about this one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
This is a good one. It's going to be very unique to each individual, too, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So
never mind. I was gonna tip my hand, but whatever.
We'll
get into it. All right, Big Ev. Lance is number 1 through 5 behind his back. What number is it?
1.
Correct.
Give me the ball. Give me the rock. First pick.
There you
first
go.
pick. Ooh, wow.
I do think there's a unanimous first pick. I'll leave it at that.
Ooh.
Yes, I do.
Wow.
I do. I really do. All right, 1 through 4. Robbie Fox.
Give me 3.
No.
Chief.
2.
No.
Dave.
1.
No.
4.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna take 2, hoping Big Ev doesn't take it.
I think I know what you're talking about, too.
1 through 3. Robbie Fox.
Give me 2.
Bingo.
3.
Got it.
I'll take 3. Let's go down the list here.
Right down the list. 1 or 2. Barstool.
1.
No.
2.
Dave.
Yep.
I'll take 5.
All right. White Sox Dave breaks the trend.
I didn't want to because of the trend, but I had to.
And I
Just
like,
to be an outsider.
yeah. This could be a really fun one because I want everyone to transport themselves back to their bodies at the time where they think of this song the most,
When they're the most pumped.
Yes.
Since you texted us this, I've been doing that nonstop. I can't wait to talk about a few of these songs.
It's hard not to.
The Spotify playlist, hopefully, if our picks are good, will be like the best workout playlist
That's
ever.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Before we get into it, though, I do want to talk about my friends at Game Time. Football season is here, and we can't wait to get out to some games this fall with the help of Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Yesterday, Game Time actually hooked us up. Went to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, saw the Bears Colts. So thank you to Game Time from them. They're always great to us when it comes to tickets, and they're the best spot for tickets, so we wouldn't go anywhere else. And you guys know how much we love them, obviously. So I want to talk to you guys about their brand new Game Time Picks feature. They're making it easier than ever to get to a game. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff, so they only show you the incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. I just looked up a ticket here for the White Sox Angels, the last White Sox homestand. Listen, the White Sox are obviously horrible, but they're historically bad. They're going to make history. They're going to be the worst team in Major League Baseball history. Why not see history if you're in Chicago? So go there. I'm seeing tickets as low as $6 on some of the other games. So that's at Game Time. Go check that out. Just pull up your chosen event, turn on the GT Picks setting at the top of the screen, or browse the best local Game Times picks deals near you on your Game Time app homepage. And yeah, I don't know what you're waiting for. Grab those $7 tickets. Download that Game Time app today. Use code DOGWALK to easily score great deals with the new Game Time Picks. That's spelled DOGWALK. What time is it? Game Time. Hop in on the action, and let's get into this draft. All right, Big Ev, lead us off the pump up song draft.
All right, this is the a song I just needed on my board no matter what. I there's part of me that doesn't think it's the song you're thinking of, but it just has to be on my board. And that's Many Men by 50 Cent.
Oh, great one on my list.
It just has to be on my board. I needed it. If I didn't get it, I would have been absolutely devastated. There is no song. Listen, I'm a white guy from the suburbs. But there's no song that'll make you feel like you're like someone is trying to kill you, like you are just, the world is against you, like you need to dig yourself out from the mud and just go make shit happen, like Many Men. It's just like there is no song that's made me feel the way I think Many Men makes me feel. And a million fighters have walked out to it. I mean, the Brian Robinson edit after he got shot and played in the NFL game last year, like I could watch it 100 times and still get goosebumps and chills. I mean, it had to be on my board. I had to have it. Many Men is the pick. I had to have it.
Fucking great.
Great song. Was that what you were thinking?
No, that wasn't it.
Okay.
But I will not kick Many Men.
No,
not at all.
I'm not gonna. And this is a phrase I've just recently learned. I'm not gonna yuck many yums in this draft. This is personal to Ev. I didn't have it on my board at all, but as soon as he said it, I'm like, that's a fucking awesome pick.
It's so funny too. Like, you're right. Like, listen, we're just a bunch of fucking lame white guys from various parts of the United States, and we all sat there thinking about how many men had wished death upon us. You know,
no one's ever. I mean, as far as I'm aware, really given a shit enough about me if I'm alive or dead. So, but yeah.
Also, I was lucky enough through Hank's had some connection with the Rolling Loud people. And I was lucky enough to kind of hit off one of the guys there a couple years ago when he headlined Rolling Loud and got to be like in the pit. As it came on, I literally almost started crying. That was like that, and Jetski captured it on video. I was like walking in, they're like escorting me in as the songs started playing, which is like for me probably my favorite song, maybe just like ever. And I literally was almost like in tears. That was like one of the best moments of my life. I'll never forget that.
He's kind of in the news a lot lately because he called a lot of things correctly. We can kind of leave it at that unless you guys want to, but he's doing like a little victory lap right now, and it's awesome. And just, I mean, obviously it has nothing to do with his music really, but I like it. I like
that album is probably my favorite rap album of all time, or the one I've listened to the most.
I would say if you pulled 1,000 suburban white kids, that's probably top 5 in 99 of them, or 99.
Get rich or die trying, baby.
99.
Yeah.
Unbelievable album. And also to go off what Dave said, hilarious moment as I was walking into this draft. I told Bosco that I was doing it, and he was like, you know, and he said it like almost unironically. He was like, "Victory by Diddy." I was like, Bosco. I was like, you think I'm gonna pick a fucking Diddy song right now?
I think it's a fair game if he had a good pump up song. He just didn't.
There was that what was it, Friday Night Fights, the boxing game on like early PlayStation.
Yeah, I remember
that was like the theme song to that game, and
right.
Like you fired that game up, you're like, oh, let's go, Roy Jones. Like this is gonna be fucking sick. That song Well, maybe just leave it in
It
the
is a
honorable
banger.
mentions. It is. It's an undeniable banger.
Featured in my first ever Barstool video. How about that for a fun fact?
Which video was that?
Caitlin Chukagian beating the shit out of me.
I don't think I remember that one.
Great pick, Ev.
UFC fighter just submitting me. She submitted me like 19 times in 4 minutes.
It's to me. I'm interested to see if you guys agree with me about it possibly being a unanimous number one.
I'm gonna write it down.
All right, write it down. You write it down.
I have one in my mind. I have really two in my mind that I think you might be picking here.
Okay. Till I Collapse by Eminem.
Okay, it's not.
It's not what I was thinking.
If it would have gone
Not what I was
1-1, I
thinking.
would have not have batted an eye.
Really?
I get
Okay.
it.
It's an
I get
awesome
it, but it's
fucking
not what I was
pump-up
thinking.
song.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. To me, that is the ultimate pump up song.
I think it could have gone 1-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's one other one that you could have argued based on just like longevity, but I mean this Till I Collapse.
Yeah.
And then he's like doing the Hawk Tua and every like I mean that's a literal line in
Oh no! You
Tua.
think Eminem, when he came out that song in 2002, he thought some guy on a podcast would compare that to some
Hawk
girl
Tua
talking
girl?
about
He
spitting on
literally
cock?
says
Spit
Hawk
on that
Tua
thing.
that
I know, but
he was the original Hawk Tua, kinda.
um,
Oh my god, do I love that song.
you hear the chains banging in the background.
Yeah.
I want to fucking fist fight someone right now.
Really, it is.
Lance?
There is nothing that could have pushed you to do something a little bit more than you had in the tank than listening to Till I Collapse.
I think that's the best way to put it.
Right? Like
Best way to
you're
put it.
doing one more rep. Like you're digging. It makes you dig deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's different in a pop up song than Many Men. Like this pushes you. It feels, and Many Men is like you're ready for. You're ready to be sieged. Like you're ready for.
Yeah.
Many,
to-
You're in
many
the
men
trenches.
takes you to like that. Many men takes you to like that dark place you need to get to. Till I Collapse is more like you said, like one more rep, one more like
Yes.
that push.
Yes, this
Yeah.
is it. Yeah, I love this fucking song. Robbie, you're up.
I remember there was a like a John Cena Till I Collapse video that used to just fucking pump me up in my arm. I have the fucking 10-pound dumbbells on each fucking arm, you know, and doing it up. I take the draft in a different direction that I feel like will be a preview of my list. Obviously, we kicked off with two iconic rap songs. I'm going to go in the rock direction, kind of the hair metal direction, and take Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue, a song literally written about someone's heart getting pumped full of adrenaline to bring them back to life. Nikki Sixx was dead. He got brought back to life, and he wrote this song. He got picked up from the hospital. He immediately went back to doing heroin. Not the best thing he probably could have done. But this is, I read somewhere, I don't know how the study could have been conducted, the number one song that people get pulled over to on the highway. And I don't know how that could even be possible, how they could measure that. Have you gotten pulled over to this, White Sox Dave?
No, but every time like I but a dun 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 dun, like if I hear that in the car, I'm pushing the gas harder. It's just in my head. I don't know
Correct.
if like I've ever even listened to it in the car, but I can just tell right now that if I started hearing that intro, I'm hammering the gas pedal. I'm hammering it. So I believe it.
And I'm a huge Motley Crue fan. So seeing them live and seeing them, they usually will close with this, but they've opened with it before. And that intro guitar, it almost sounds like a siren is going off or something. It's such a crazy tone and everything. That gets you going. Like that'll put chills on my arm, and that'll get me going, you know, ready to have one more 10-pound rep.
Do you know what song this is?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, okay.
great
yeah.
one. This is a great pick. The Hawks used to come out to it actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
and ever since then, it's really been burned into me. This is a great pick, Robbie. Obviously different. You move genres, first genre switch here, but obviously it's early. Very worthy number one rock song for this pick, for this draft, in my opinion. There's obviously a ton of them, but I think Kickstart My Heart
There's a lot.
could battle with the best of them. Chief, you're up.
I kind of feel like this is the number one stadium pump up song, and I feel like it's gotten a little bit of the Nickelback treatment.
Oh,
And
no, I
I'm
think I know
doing
what you're
it.
doing.
I'm doing it. I don't care. This is Seven Nation Army. It
Oh.
plays in what?
So I thought you were saying something else. Nothing.
Oh, yeah. So Seven Nation Army with that beat hits, that bass, and like it almost like your movement becomes like involuntary. Like the whole stadium just starts rocking along to that when that comes on. So I the White Stripes, I think this to me, it's become like so ubiquitous across every stadium, like high school, college, and like it plays everywhere, and it always, even though it's like it's almost overplayed, it gets you going.
I don't think it's Nickelback at all.
Okay, all right.
No, I don't think it is either.
No.
I thought you
Great.
were going to say a different song for that for sure, but
So
I
did
agree
I.
that this is worthy of a first round pick.
Okay.
Pop Punk opens with it because it gets the crowd going so much.
Oh, awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, that bass line, like in the stadium, I've heard it played at I want to say it was at Michigan State. I went to a couple Michigan State games for football, and everybody in the stadium starts stomping to the bass line. And it
Chill.
I'm sorry.
That's right in our listeners'
It
ears.
feels like a legit army is like doing a coordinated cadence walk. It's crazy, yeah. So I think it's a good pick. I think you could have probably got it later though.
I wanted it. I needed it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a good pick, and I think it was worthy of the time choice as well.
Yeah.
Agreed,
I
yeah.
I don't know if that makes it past the second round.
Yeah, I think it's a worthy first rounder.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I think this is a good pick. I think regardless of what stadium they play this in, the guy who's, 82 and he's wearing his, Oklahoma State hat from 1967, he's still like nodding his head, ready to go.
It's almost like you do that even if it's the first time you've ever heard the song.
Yeah.
Where you
It just
get like,
it just moves your head. Yes. White Sox, Dave.
I honestly thought that there was a chance that this one won, and this is what I wrote down when you picked it. I'm going to go with Sabotage by the Beastie Boys. I think that's
Wow.
I would say that's I don't know how I want to word this. It's probably going to be one of the older songs taken in this draft, I would guess. And it's stood the test of time. It's like 40-year-old song now. And 35-year-old song or so, and I think it's a unbelievably good pump-up song, and it will always be a good pump-up song no matter who's listening to it decades down the road. It's just going to be a pump-up song that's awesome for the rest of life.
Robbie, you seem surprised by the pick.
I was surprised. I thought we were going in a different direction. There's so many songs that really could be in the first round of a draft like this. There's so many songs that can get you to that pumped up level. I like the pick, but this is definitely one where I feel like you could have got this in the fifth round. I don't know if anyone else would have drafted this.
I think if you have if you just typed in pump-up song playlist onto any music app, I think this will be on it. I think
It
this
might
is
be.
like
I feel
the
like
most
I
common
think of like
pump-up song
movie
ever.
trailers. Like I think of like action movie trailers when I hear this. Like it's been used in so many.
They're
of them.
trying to get you pumped up in action movies, aren't they?
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that in a bad way. Yeah.
Chief, thoughts on the pick?
was not on my list. I think it's fine. It's deserves to be drafted. I don't know about first round.
Have anything?
Not familiar with the song just by name. I'm sure I've heard it.
Yeah,
You've
same.
heard it a million times. You've heard it.
I'm sure I have.
Yeah.
Same.
And then
Dun, 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 dun,
yeah, it's literally
dun, dun, dun.
like it was put in a petri dish to come out as a pump up song.
Yeah.
It's like a kind of slower build up, and then those three little fucking Brooklyn Jewish kids just fucking rage. It's awesome. And on the note of raging, I'm gonna go with the first Rage song. I'm gonna go "Killing in the Name." It is probably my personal all-time favorite pump-up song. If I hear that song, I'm like a little fucking mosquito going to the purple light. I can't avoid it. I just want to break everything in the room, and I want to fist fight everybody around me. It's the greatest pump-up song ever. My blood is
It's
coursing
definitely-
right
I
now.
don't think I know this.
I don't know the song.
You
Calm down.
absolutely do
Calm
because
down,
it's like your
Dave.
favorite. It's your favorite video of me ever. It's the song that me and Tom were.
Oh yeah,
Raging to.
yeah.
If I say something wrong to Dave in this show, I'm worried he's going to punch me in the face.
Yeah.
He is.
He's
He's
just
like
got the
too
music
full of
playing in his head.
testosterone.
I,
and
I'm
adrenaline
like
right
I'm
now.
clenching fists right now because I'm thinking of these songs and I'm just pumped up.
Can you give me a little, Dave? Because these are the first two where I'm a little.
No, I can't. I'm gonna ruin it then.
No, you're a great singer.
Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
All right.
Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
Oh, I know.
All right, yes, now I know it. That's all you needed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Bum, 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 bum. I'm not even gonna try to do it. but-
That I don't know what that song was, but yeah, that was the second one I wasn't familiar with. The first one I was with you.
Have anything on this?
No, I'm not familiar with it.
I think
How
Rage
old
is
are
a
you?
great pick. I think Rage is one of the all-time pump-up bands in
I
general.
know, you could pick any Rage song and make an argument it's an A1
Yeah.
pump up song. So
Yeah.
That's definitely a pump.
Ev, you're 30, right? Are you 30 yet?
I'll be 30 next week.
Okay, so
Oh, wow.
they
Happy
were
birthday.
they were a tick before you then. So you
Yeah,
probably
I've obviously heard quite a bit about him. I feel like I know him the most from Robbie and Dana
Right.
White. Loves Rage the Machine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I couldn't name songs off the top of my head. I'm sure I've heard quite a bit of them.
Chief, you're back up.
I know.
Oh, he's got the chief face. He's got the chief face.
He
for
does
those
have the
listening
chief
at
face.
home. He's gonna do something.
I'm gonna make a pick. I'm going. You put this song in my head. It wasn't on my list until you mentioned the Blackhawks. Their come out song. This to me, I associate more with the Blackhawks. The new regime thought they hate this guy. Ted Nugent,
yeah.
Stranglehold. That
Oh,
intro,
yeah.
that instrumental, when it hits, you're just like, and I associate it with like every big Blackhawks game for that entire run. And when that came on, it was like that was the song they were playing kind of during warm up. So like the stadium started filling, and it's like a 7-8 minute song. And like by the end, you were like ready for the puck to drop. You're ready to fucking go beat the shit out of the Red Wings or the Canucks, whoever it was. And like that song to me, like I love that song. I love that Ted Nugent, that instrumental when that first like comes on, you're like, oh fuck, here we go. So Stranglehold, Ted Nugent.
I just neglected to have it on my list. This is another song that was literally bred in a petri dish to be a pump up song.
Yes.
So it's a fantastic.
It was
pick.
on my list of best walkout songs because the legendary Joseph Benavidez, UFC fighter, one of the best UFC flyweights of all time, this was his walkout song when he was literally going out there and putting motherfuckers in strangleholds until they would go to sleep and tap out.
Awesome.
Like it
Like,
was the
it's
most
like a
badass shit.
prediction.
He would start
Yeah.
walking out to this and it was like, you're about to get strangled. It was fucking incredible.
It's fucking so awesome.
It's a great fucking song.
I'm getting pumped right now.
Why were you hesitant?
Because I have a few on my list that I want, but like that I feel like they probably won't get back to me, but I wanted this song. So
It's good.
yeah.
I could have gone first round.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much depth in a draft like this that
yeah.
There's many that could go in the first, but Stranglehold, that if that would have been taken first overall, I wouldn't have said a peep about it.
All right, Robbie, you're up.
All right. I honestly didn't think this was going to get back to me. Like, I kind of placed songs that I thought I was going to draft, and I'd be like, I'll get all 5 of these because obviously these are going to get drafted. But no, again, I'm calling an audible here. I'm taking Thunderstruck, AC/DC.
That's
I
the
did
one I
not
thought
think
you
it
were
would
talking
turn
about.
back to me.
That's the song
Yeah,
I thought Chief was talking about.
A few times I thought this was going to be taken. I thought this could have been taken 1-1, and maybe it's a song that's gotten a little overplayed because, I mean, a lot of these songs have gotten a little overplayed. But there's the drinking game and whatever. Maybe it's been a little nickel-backed. I feel like this is such a 1-1 stadium song. I think it was what Pop Punk originally opened with, just again, because it gets the crowd to go ape shit. Every single time you watch videos of AC/DC doing this in Argentina or anywhere overseas, and it looks like they're about to, have an earthquake on the Richter scale because of it.
I think AC/DC in general, AC/DC might be featured prominently on this draft.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I
They have-
do agree.
they have a lot.
I do agree, though. I do think Thunderstruck has gotten nickelbacked a little bit.
I think it's kind of deserved too, and I know coming from a White Sox fan, that's kind of bites your tongue, but I think it's nickelbacked for a good.
You're
out
telling me you
on
don't get pumped up when Thunderstruck comes on, though? If you're with your boys, come on.
I mean,
See, you even want to do it when I do it.
well, that's
Low key, that's the best part of the song.
It is. No, it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
It's the pump up. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Once the actual song starts, it's like, all right. I'm
Then you're
over
on
it.
the field, though. At that point, boom, you're on the field.
True.
You're ready to go.
You sold it better. Like, I do think it's like I've heard it so many times as like the standard issue pump up song. It's like a Getty image. It's like a stock image. It's like
it's one of those things,
yeah.
though. It's like you roll your eyes, but then when you're in the crowd and your team's about to take the field to it, you're like, I know why this is the pump up song, because I'm feeling the adrenaline coursing through my veins right now.
I no longer like this draft.
Why?
It's too hard. There's too many good picks.
I know, right? I know.
You know, like I just keep like the more conversation goes on, it's like it's hard to hate on anyone else's picks. It's hard to really know what you're gonna go with. Like, yeah, Thunderstruck, and I kind of agree with Dave. At this point, it is kind of a punchline, but it's still good.
Robbie, hit him again.
Thunder. Thunder. This is one of those you could say, like any, I'll say on my experience, like if you went to any football, any like youth football game in, I'll say in Orange County, New York, like it was at your home game, away game, you could set your watch to Thunderstruck being played within 30 minutes to like 2 minutes before kickoff. It was getting played over the loudspeaker, no matter where you were. It's a staple. This was worthy of 1-1. Like it's to me it's the poster child. Like when you think pump up songs, to me Thunderstruck's like the first one. It's like the chalk. It's the most like chalk answer, but things are chalk for a reason.
Yeah, like
has to be on the board.
They'd play this at a youth football game.
Yeah,
you know? Like this would be the song they'd play.
That's what I meant. Like stock image for
definitely
pump up song.
Yeah.
This is it. Like if AI made the playlist, this is leading off.
Yes.
There's no
Agreed.
doubt about it.
So we can't put out a draft with this, not on the board. I understand it's the chalk pick. I understand it's been nickel-backed a little, but it has to be on there.
Nah, you sold it great, Robbie.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Man, this is fucking hard. I don't know. Can I go back to back Eminem?
You could.
I don't know if I could do it. This one might be, you guys might find this one cheesy too, and I don't give a fuck. I love the Rocky movies. Gonna Fly Now plays 10 times out of 10. In every
If I didn't take Thunderstruck, I was taking that, Ed.
Okay, cool. I love it. You just could, and it's one of those things where every time it plays, I think it's impossible not to take a couple combos. You're punching something, you know.
This is just the main Rocky theme, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think it's the Eagles.
That sing it?
No. The football team.
Yeah.
Where
Philadelphia.
like Philadelphia Eagles. But like when the bells ring, am I thinking the right thing? To start the song, it's just like that's the song, but it just opens with like two long, like extended, like they hit a bell. And
I got it playing. Hold on.
The beginning is the build-up. That
I know what you're
I love how Chief's like, I think it was the Eagles, and
it's like Rocky's from Philly.
Perfect
dude.
sense that it was a Philly team. Yeah.
But I in my head it could have been the Flyers or it could have been Penn State or something too.
There might be a rendition with that. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay.
I think a lot of people will too.
Yeah.
But there's so many moments of this song that's great too.
Yeah.
When it gets slow and dragged out.
Mm-hmm. No, this was definitely on a workout playlist.
Yeah.
At some point,
It's on a scale of 1 to 10, get my blood flowing. Like, I'm not trying to fist fight the guy standing next to me after hearing the song. It's like, oh, all right, let's go.
No, but you
not
might.
like,
if used right,
you might pick up your feet for that last. If you're doing wind sprints and that comes on and you're trying to close out.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I would say when I think of this moment in Pump Up, obviously the entire Rocky franchise, there's moments where this gets your, blood flowing and everything.
Yeah.
But when you watch that first Creed movie and they hold off on this theme for the entire fucking movie until he gets dropped in the final act and he has all the thoughts of his friends and his family and his father, and then he stands up and they play this for the first time, people in my theater were standing up with him like, go kick his ass!
Fuck
like
him
people
up!
were losing it like we were at a boxing fight. Like that's almost what I think of when I think of this moment, because it's like, when they hit the music and it's like, you didn't even like register, they haven't played it once the whole movie. And then they play it at the end, and you're ready to punch someone in the face.
I don't think I ever knew the actual name of this song.
I didn't. I had to
Gonna
look it
Fly
up.
Now?
I
Yeah.
just thought it was like
Really?
the Rocky theme.
Yeah.
Like in my head, it's just the Rocky theme.
No.
Getting strong now.
It's one of those things too where Philly gets a lot of shit for having a statue of a fake boxer.
Fuck that. That's awesome.
Anyone who watches a fake boxer in that film and hears this song in that training montage and doesn't get pumped and want to punch some meat and run some stairs, you're not alive.
It's also funny that it's based off of a real guy who like he fought Muhammad Ali and like went the distance. It was like his story, and then they just changed it. It made it an Italian stallion, and it's like the biggest movie of all time. Can you imagine if they named it out? His name was like Doug or something like that.
Like
it just
Doug Smith.
It's like Doug. Like
Someone photoshopped the Rocky poster just to say Doug. I think this is a great pick.
Thank you. I could have went
Chuck Wempner is the guy's name.
Chuck Wempner.
Chuck.
Yeah, Chuck Wempner. Not as doesn't hit the same way Rocky Balboa does.
You're up, Ev.
All right, I think I've got to go rock here because I'm not as well versed. There's still some chalk on the board. I need some diversity on my board. I'm gonna "We Will Rock You" by Queen. I think it's just like it's one of those two. You talked about some of the songs where you just kind of have to move to it. I mean, that beat drops and you have just boom, 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 boom. Like you have to stomp your feet. You have to clap. I mean, it's a chalk answer, but I don't mind having it on the board. I think it's truly you get fired up. Even just the lyrics of the song, it's about like the face of big disgrace kicking your can all over the place, like that kind of that like that rebellious like attack you, come at you against the world mentality. So it's when I'm fired up that it was still here at pick 10. I think this is another one that was like a first round worthy pick. There's a lot of them though. It's a deeper draft than I initially thought. But yeah, I love this pick here. I love "We Will Rock You."
I think that's great.
This is also in the vein of Thunderstruck. I think the chorus is the worst part. In a sense,
Yeah.
Like I think the lyrics kind of hit a little harder.
I don't know. I can't agree with it. I can't be. Yeah, I know it's overplayed, but when that
Blood
fucking
on your
hits,
face.
it hits, and the
Big
first
disgrace.
guitar riff that comes in through that, that's like the greatest thing ever.
Come on, I'm kicking your can. I think the lyrics.
The "We Will Rock You" part, who gives a shit about? But he's like
saying.
Freddie Mercury's like kind of rapping in the beginning of it. Like,
Yeah, he's got a flow in it.
Yeah,
for
he's
sure.
got like it's like a little. It's like it's a little hard. I like it. Yeah. But yeah, the "We Will Rock You" part's kind of just
yeah.
I agree with that right there. But in the beginning, yeah.
It's that boom, boom,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
like just
I mean,
it's so thumping, like it just radiates like everyone around you.
everybody's done that on the bleachers of their high school. Like
In
that's-
bleachers in high school, that's the best when it's like thunderous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a question for Bob, as the sole musician in the group. What is the best pump up instrument? Is it a hard bass like Seven Nation Army, or is it like that, like
it's
Kickstart
probably
My Heart?
drums.
That well, I want to get there too, because
Yeah,
like
I think it's.
Let me
I
ask
think
you a
something
question by
like
telling
this,
you
like
what I think.
percussion, can fucking
Yeah.
you're literally hitting something.
That's true.
that's I asked that question because I'm trying to go over in my head and what I think my next pick will be. I don't think anybody's gonna take it. Has like the drums, like they're so fast that I'm like, maybe drums is the answer to that. So that's it. I just want to get your take on that.
Yeah,
All right,
if I had to pick one instrument, I would say drums.
All right, Ev, you're up again.
All right, now I'm going back to rap here. This is a song that I feel like I had to take this because I saw like what it does in person. I'm gonna take you guys back. It was we're talking fall 2018. Graduated college, just started working here. Had a week where we weren't traveling for college football show or anything. Went back to Ohio State. Like I said, I just graduated. Went to a house party. Some like close friends that were like seniors at college. And go to the house party. I've never seen any like group of people react to this song the way they did when Mo Bamba came on at this house party.
Yeah.
I'm talking everyone. There's a massive house party. It's crazy packed inside. It's mobbed outside. When the beat dropped of Mo Bamba, I watched 100+ college kids just like I thought the foundation of the house was going to crater because everyone from outside tried to run inside to just like be a part of the experience.
Right.
That was Mo Bamba when it came on. I go like it just crazy like the energy that flowed through every person there. I had never seen anything like it. And the way it just took over college football. There's like the Penn State video that went viral of the team after the big win, the fans. That song just took this nation by storm. I've never seen anything like that. Mo Bamba, another one that just had to be on my list. It just gets people going.
I appreciate as well that it starts with that couple seconds of like twinkle, like do do do. So it properly alerts everyone of what's about to come.
It lets you know. That's the perfect way to describe it. It like gives you like, hey, I'm coming. Like get ready for me. For everyone outside to at the house party to come inside and be like on the main like DJ dance floor to like all be a part of it together. It gives you that little hey, I'm coming for you.
Yes.
Like get ready. Boom.
Yes.
Bass drops.
The bass in that song alone, it will make your head explode. I think it's an awesome pick. It's probably the newest song that's going to be picked, I guess.
I would guess, yeah.
Probably.
I think it's a fantastic fucking pick. Like, I was at the Big Ten Championship in 2018, kind of right when this song came out against Ohio State, and all of the older, like, recently graduated Northwestern players were staying in this massive Airbnb in downtown Indianapolis, and I remember them blasting this song, and like you did, everybody just flocked to the kitchen where the Bluetooth speaker was, and the entire house is about to like collapse because of people just going fucking nuts to it.
Because I think there's so many different parts of the song that get you almost like re-fired up.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's like obviously like the main chorus, and then there's even probably like fuck, shit, bitch, and then like beat drop, yeah, shit, like it almost like re-tease itself up to like go hammer time again, like just over and over again. It's unbelievable.
Did it take you guys a while to get it?
First time I heard it, I was like,
really?
I needed to fucking break something.
I was on a bachelor party and one of my buddies played it on the party bus, and everyone was like, "What are you doing, dude?" Like, you
that's
know,
that's not the scene for it.
But then, like 2 weeks later, like I don't know, like really took off, and then we played it again. He's like, "You guys fucking looked at me like I had 10 heads when I played this." So
I'm with you, Ed. Guys that look like you and me, it takes us a bit to get these songs.
It takes us a little bit. Back to me. This is too hard, guys. It's too hard. I'm just going to take this to diversify my portfolio a little bit. And I'm taking Shipping Up to Boston by the Dropkick Murphys.
It was on my list.
Same.
Talk about the opposite of Mo Bamba is this. This instantly, you hear the dun, 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 and you know you're ready to fucking roll.
This is another one that the Blackhawks would always play in the third period, and it always bothered me because even when they played the Bruins in the finals, it's a song about Boston. They would play it, and I'm like, I don't want to hear this weird. Right now. Yeah, it was weird. So everyone tried to own it. I think Notre Dame gets away with it a little bit because it's like they got that Irish sound to it, but it's a great
like if you're from Boston, I don't think I would listen to anything else besides this song before that game. Right?
This was Boris Griffin's walkout song in the UFC, and him walking out to this in Boston was fucking incredible.
Had to be. Be.
If there was a song Shipping Up to Chicago, you wouldn't get sick of it just because, like,
I don't think so. When we did the dozen,
I don't think if it was this good.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah, when we did the dozen at the Boston show, and you got to come up with like entrance songs, and Dave was like Shipping to Boston. I was like, fuck yeah, like this. Like I could, I'm Boston for a day, So I was all in. It's a great one.
Good pick.
A great pick. Very good pick.
Robbie, you're up.
I'm going to take a personal favorite of mine that maybe I could get later on in the draft, to be honest, but I don't want to risk it because it's one of my favorite songs of all time. Talking about like instruments, what instrument can really get you going? This one kind of goes back to bass, and it's one of my all-time favorite bands. It's Detroit Rock City by Kiss. This is the song that they would open a lot of shows with. You would hear, "You wanted the best, you got the best, the hottest band in the world, Kiss." and then immediately heard na 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 boom boom. Fucking fireworks go off, and Kiss is lowering from the ceiling like larger than life superheroes. I think back to watching videos of them when I was like 3 years old. I thought they were superheroes. This is still the song. If I get a new speaker, if I get new headphones, if I get a new television, number one song I'm going to is Detroit Rock City. I'm going straight to Destroyer. You turn it on and you hear like, you know, the guy turning on his radio, you hear a car wreck, you hear police sirens, and then this fucking hits. Nothing gets me going like Detroit Rock City.
I love that.
Was
Great
not on my list, but it's
yes.
a great pick.
Yes.
And I guess I didn't even, because I would not consider this a sports kind of pump up song, but there is such a thing as a concert pump up song, and where it's like you hear that and you're like, all right, I'm here, I'm ready to go, and that plays. I've never even seen Kiss, but the way you're describing it, I'm like, oh fuck.
Oh my God.
Incredible.
After this draft, I want everyone to look up like Kiss in their prime in the 70s doing this on like a live 2. You're going to have a boner the second you watch it.
Yeah, they're selling your pick, and then they're doing what Robbie just did. And
Yeah.
you made a great case for it.
Yeah.
Because I need to see this now. And like Chief said, it wasn't on my board, but you did a good job.
Yeah.
Hey, let's pause one more time because I want to talk about ChevyDriveChicago.com. Fall is kicking in, and it's back to our favorite sports season. Whether you're going on a game, a road trip, or prepping for a big tailgate, your local Chevy dealers have you covered for the perfect SUV and trucks for all the space you need. The Chevy Silverado comes in a variety of different custom styles to fit your needs, and you can always count on your Chevy to have the best technology no matter what you choose. It really is road trip season. Like, I know everyone wants to go to some Bears games, whether it's a home game at Soldier, whether it's a game you want to go to, maybe at Green Bay or Detroit. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure you have that Chevy to take part with you in that trip, because it's really the best way to do it. They are the official truck partner of the Chicago Bears. You can head to ChevyDriveChicago.com to find your truck today. And while you're there, browse through the sedans, browse through everything else. Chevy's got a wide assortment of vehicles that you know is going to be reliable and really get you where you want to be and how you want to be. So go check that out one more time, ChevyDriveChicago.com, and let's get back into this. Chief.
Thank you.
This, to me, I think Dave will be the one who appreciates this the most, or at least I hope so. I had to look up who the band was, but it's Bodies by Drowning Pool.
Yeah.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. And you're like just in the locker room, just ready to fucking kill somebody. That and like, I typically do not like this genre of music, but this song in that setting, like nothing.
That's what I'm fucking talking about, Chief. He knows. He finally understands the assignment.
What are you talking about? I love my board here.
Yours is fantastic thus far.
Yeah.
They're like a one-hit wonder to the fucking T.
Yeah.
But it was
they
they were a one-hit wonder for pump-up playlists in like 2005.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's my.
Beaten, why for?
Fantastic.
Can't take much. Come on, Ed. You know it. Oh. Here we go. One, nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with me.
Oh, we should. White Sox Dave, can we record a cover of it with you singing?
Absolutely.
Oh, Pup Punk doing Bodies with White Sox Dave on vocals would go fucking triple platinum.
I am so in for that.
Hell
I am
yeah.
so in for that. Next Joe's on.
I got to
Lead
tell the
Show.
band I just signed them up for that.
I would imagine they'd be like, oh fuck yeah, like that'd be awesome.
Definitely.
At least it'd be funny.
Do you think you'd murder
Yeah.
someone to this song?
This would probably be your murder.
This is a good murder song.
Yeah.
It's a good one, yeah.
It's very good.
Fantastic pick and a very obscure one.
See, I like that pick.
No, it was on my board.
It's
Yeah,
for our age, absolutely not. But like if you go 5 years in either direction, I think nobody really knows it.
Yeah, this is one of those songs too where, listen, I've been well documented. Like, I don't really love live music, and I think it's too loud. You can't talk. This is one of those songs I want as loud as it could possibly be.
Yeah.
You want to go to Riot Fest this weekend?
Well, yeah, I want to see the Offspring.
Hell yeah.
There's legitimately it's Newfound Glory, Sum 41, Offspring, and Fall Out Boy.
Newfound Glory was there a couple years ago. I saw them. They're awesome.
Really?
Yeah, they're awesome.
That's a great 4 back to back to back.
Yeah.
Back.
Yeah.
What's next, Dave? You're up.
Okay. I got so many like super obscure ones that I don't think are gonna have a ton of conversation around them. So I'm gonna try to avoid them, even though they're awesome. I'm gonna go "Duality" by Slipknot. Do you know that? I'm guessing only Rob knows this song, right?
I don't know it. I don't think.
Nope.
You guys would definitely know it if you heard it.
It's
I
like
believe.
their commercially more popular song. It's a song that most people would like, even if you don't like Slipknot. I think, at least. But it starts with like a whisper, and then there's like a pause, and then there's just a little, and then it's just fucking.
Come on, give it to us.
Give
it to us. Give it to us, Dave.
There's not.
Give it to us, or the cover of Bodies is canceled. Pop punk.
yeah, give it to us. I believe you guys came out to this in the dozen once, right?
They wouldn't. Jeff D. Lowe wouldn't let me. I'm like, this is what I want our walkout. He's like, oh, he asked us. He's like, what walkout song do you guys want? And I'm like, "Duality" by Slipknot, which it doesn't swear anything. Like in the first minute or two,
Jeff D. Lowe said no screamo.
he's like, well, why don't you guys do something else? I'm like, all right, he's like, how about you guys just pick this one? And he handed us the song that he had in his mind he wanted us to use. So I'm like, whatever. But
Sounds like you're over it.
Are you going to sing the intro or what?
There is no intro.
Singing the intro? I push my fingers into my eyes. Yeah, there you go.
It's the only thing I can find for you. But and then the drums start.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So
this is a good pick. I know it's maybe not everyone at the group knows it, but I do believe it's a good pick.
We interviewed Jay Weinberg before he left Slipknot like 2 months ago or whatever it was, and he went from being in Bruce Springsteen. He was the drummer for Bruce Springsteen to go into Slipknot. Or his dad was. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Yeah. Apologies. And we asked him the difference because he has drummed for Bruce himself before, and he's like, with Bruce, it's like Bruce is he's the show. Like you're just following his lead and like you're kind of chilling, you're having a good time. With Slipknot, polar opposite. It's like from the second you get on that stage, it is 1,000 miles an hour, full steam ahead for 3 straight hours. He's like, it's polar opposite. But that's why I wanted, because I want to bring up drums based on that and how he's just like a fucking 1,000 miles an hour for every single song he has to do or had to do for Slipknot.
All right, Dave,
Absolutely.
4th round. Lead us off.
And then I'm going to go "Toxicity" by System of a Down.
I don't think I know this one either.
You do, though. Disorder, disorder, disorder. In the sacred, in silence, in sleep. Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep.
Oh, dusk.
We might have to just do a supercut of all Dave singing it in a clip.
Oh, I need it. This is great.
Yeah, I think I'm out of tune with this one too.
Bob,
You guys, I think you guys would know that one if you heard it. But I thought like there is a more famous System of the Down song you guys would know more.
Yeah, I know which one that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say this is like their
It's their second, I would say.
probably second. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. I think another one that I think is a good pick if you're like super familiar with the song for sure.
But it's not super niche, right? Either of those?
No.
It just,
Not at all.
It's just unknown to the three
They
of
were
us.
both big hits in like when you guys were in high school for sure.
Yeah, definitely. They were as big a hits as that genre could be without,
Yes.
Yeah. Without being
Agreed.
TRL.
Right, exactly.
Chief.
I'm going Enter Sandman.
Yep.
Metallica. So this I associate with Mariano Rivera, even though I'm not a Yankees fan, but like it was like the song comes on you, the game was over, and it's just like that build where it's like, all right, here we go. So yeah, I Enter Sandman in the 4th round feels like tremendous value to me.
100%. Funny you say Mariano. I think Vatek. But
Yeah, that too.
either or, of course. Frank Beamer.
Yeah, Beamer ball.
In Blacksburg, Virginia.
Yeah.
Boom,
They
boom,
come
boom,
running
boom,
out
boom,
with the
boom.
flag and
Yep.
yeah.
UFC fans may think of Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that what he comes out to?
In the UFC, yeah, he was always an Enter Sandman guy, which was pretty badass for Brock.
That is badass, but I feel like
His WWE theme is so associated with him, though, that like people almost wanted him to just come out to the same song in both.
yeah, because he's one of those larger than life personalities where he could have made a song. You know, like he didn't have to take an established song.
Yeah, that's
You get
true.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
True.
I get what you're
True.
saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is great value.
it is.
As a Yankees guy or New York guy, I always think of Mariano first, but I mean all Mariano, Virginia Tech. This is another like a to me like a Mount Rushmore of these like type of songs.
Yeah. This is like, I feel like it's worth a field goal for Virginia Tech. Like when they come out at home, it's like, you know, if the spread was 7, it's now 4. You know, so.
Robbie.
All right, I'm going to take a controversial one now. I don't know how the panel is going to feel about my pick here, but when we're talking about different kinds of pump-up songs, there's not just sports, there's not just music. I believe there's also wrestling pump-up songs, and I would like to take I Won't Do What You Tell Me, a.k.a. Stone Cold Steve Austin's song. I think not only is this a great entrance theme, but it's a great pump-up theme. Maybe it's just like the glass shattering has like a Pavlovian response in my brain where I hear the glass shattering. I want to jump out of my seat and go crazy and fucking middle fingers to the air, give my boss a fucking stunner and spit beer in his face. Not Dave, just a hypothetical boss,
I
obviously.
know you said your boss.
You did say
But
boss.
it's just that's the energy that this song brings is the energy that Stone Cold brought to the ring. No song has ever like fit a human being more than this fit Stone Cold. This, in my opinion, is an all-time pump-up song, despite having no lyrics, no real like radio play outside of just WWE.
It's a fantastic pick. I largely stayed away from it just because we drafted it in 2020, but I mean, this is a first rounder for me.
I had to Google it. I'm listening to it as we speak. This is just his song, like built for him.
Yeah.
You
This
didn't
is-
know that?
I never got into wrestling.
your
I
whole
wasn't a
life?
wrestling guy.
I never got
either.
into wrestling.
But that's
I've heard the
still-
song a million times. I didn't know it was just his song.
Okay.
Which is awesome.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Glass
this is
shatters.
a great pick.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's the best.
My blood's coursing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would come on a fucking ATV, you know, like someone's in danger in the ring. Mankind's in danger. The entire corporation's against him. This hits. Stone Cold comes in, fucking chair over the head of The Rock, chair over the head of Shane McMahon, chair over the head of Vince McMahon, drag Mankind's body over The Rock. 1, 2, 3, hit the music again.
There's truly not a song that would have made 9-year-old me more happy or fired up than this song.
Yeah.
This was it.
And I'm basically a 9-year-old at heart, so it's still there for me.
Yeah.
I have many regrets in my life. Many, many of them. Not getting into wrestling when I was like 5, 7 years old or whatever.
Yeah, I feel like I missed out.
Yeah, I
Did
missed
miss
out.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Same.
And like
Same,
my
I'll
friends
take too
were
much
into it.
Sports hardo.
You
Yeah.
didn't do it either, Ev?
No, I was never into wrestling. If you asked like 9-year-old me, I would have been like, oh, like you're a loser watching
Yeah,
like
exactly.
fitness
Yeah.
and, like
Yes.
watch football like a man. Like that's what I would have.
I was the same way.
I was obsessed with like football, baseball, basketball by the time I was like 5. And just kind of never looked elsewhere.
Yeah, I just wish. I feel bad that you don't have that same reaction that Robbie and I have to the song, and so many people listening, because it means so much. I know that sounds fucking lame, but it does.
It does.
It does, man.
I have FOMO. I have incredible FOMO about it.
Right, I do. I hear people talking about it like Bob was, like talking about taking chairs to pee. I'm like, this sounds
It's like the
awesome.
nostalgia. Of
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Smashing beers, middle fingers up. It's the best.
This is it. I'm going to kind of go also outside the box here. This is not a pander. This is not a statement. This is just a fact. When you hear the Star Spangled Banner,
Okay. It was on my list. It was on my list.
you're
No,
juiced.
Ed, no.
Oh,
Yes.
I thought you were going like a Chicago pander. You went
I
a
did
USA pander.
No, this is not though. It's true, man.
It is.
Before any football game, before anything, especially you go to a Blackhawks game,
Oh yeah.
like that's
See, that's when I get pumped when Jimmy C does it.
Yeah.
I don't get pumped like if I'm just listening. I'm like, all right, let's get this over. Let's get to the fucking.
I
first
do
pitch.
think it depends on like the nothing touches Jim Cornelison at the
Yeah,
United Center
yeah.
for a playoff game. Like that genuinely is like,
I got one maybe.
what was the
Jimi
one where
Hendrix hit.
yeah, but that was more like that doesn't get me
Yeah,
fired
that's not
up.
fired up, but that's
Yeah.
like I'm talking
Yeah.
memorable. I
Who
guess. Yeah.
performed the one where Noshawn had like fire hydrants coming out of his eyeballs?
I forgot who
Yeah.
that was, but
Who was that? Who sang that?
Chris Stapleton does a beautiful one.
Yeah.
But that's
It's
beautiful.
It's a beautiful one. Yeah, but exactly.
But are you thinking Cornelison in specifically or no?
One of them.
Oh, see, I think that's the only time where I'm like, let's fucking go. So.
He's not the only person that fires me up when he sings it, but he's great, obviously.
Yeah. But it's more about, to me, that's more about the crowd, like cheering the whole anthem.
Like that's the number one thing you could say to someone someone visiting Chicago going to their first Blackhawks game.
Yeah.
It's like,
make sure you're
any
there.
place I should go for, dinner before. It's like, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
All you have to worry about is getting there for the national anthem.
Yeah. I can't wait till they have a playoff game again.
Yeah.
Because it's such an experience. And that's also, if you're at home, you've never seen it, one of the best YouTube videos is what was the All-Star game?
That was Wayne Mesmer too. That was like 90. It was 90. It was either 1990 or 1991 because it was right before we were going to Desert Storm or it had just started.
Yeah, and it was like the last one at the Chicago Stadium.
Yeah.
And this place looks like it's gonna crumble down from how loud it is. Yes.
Absolutely exploded. And I remember like my favorite one.
Yeah.
So there's two. It was the first playoff game. It was in 2009 against Calgary. So it was the first playoff game in, 10 years or whatever. And then the game 7 against Detroit in 2013, where it's like I get chills just thinking about being in the building with those during that anthem.
Yeah.
And you can't even hear the anthem. You can't really you can't really hear. It's just people screaming.
Yeah.
Now, on that note, though, and I don't want to come off as me, talking trash about the United States of America or the Star Spangled Banner or the red, white, and blue Old Glory. However, I think this is a pretty lousy pick as a whole. You don't get pumped up 99% of the time you hear the anthem.
Ooh.
You need the right circumstance. The rest of these songs you could throw on in your bedroom and get pumped up.
Yes, exactly.
And I think here you specifically need to be at an event where you can chant USA afterwards to get pumped up.
Yeah, but everyone's been to one of those events. So
True.
like
I've been caught up in that, the flyover happens.
It's great.
Like, I fucking love America.
Oh, it's great sometimes, but not like you're not getting pumped up 99% of the time.
I kind of wish God Bless America was our.
They tried to make the Ray Charles
better song.
They tried to make it in like the 50s or 60s.
Really?
They
tried to switch it?
Considered switching it at one point. Yeah.
It's always been the WrestleMania song as well, just because Vince likes it better. So they don't do the national anthem. Yeah.
And I know it's the Flyers too.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
So the Flyers do God Bless America.
It's a fun fact. Transport yourself to when you played football or you're standing on the sidelines and you're hearing it.
Yeah. You get zoned. It is like the last moment of zen.
Yes.
Before the game, for sure.
It's special. Special. Ev, you're up.
All right. This is a song. I went back. There's more picks on the board than I thought that are still available. This one I have to because it's one of my favorite scenes from maybe my favorite movie of all time. It's the song they play in Friday Night Lights, the state championship game, when Dallas Carter and Permian is running out in the field. It's "New Noise" by Refused. It's just a song that just has such a near dear place in my heart. I think it just fits perfectly, like that moment of like the biggest game, like this build up. It almost like is metaphorical and like the build up of the song itself, where it has like this build up for this massive moment that's about to occur. It has almost this like choppery feel to it at the beginning, like it's a great song. I think it like perfectly embodies like the pump up song. It just gives you like chills. It gets like you can just feel every part of your body, the blood just pumping through your veins. Like you want to just go hit someone in the mouth, lower the shoulder, buckle up your chin strap, and just lower the shoulder on the first motherfucker that walks by you on this game. Set the tone. It's a tone setter. That's what it is. New Noise. I just love that scene. Like they're walking out in the field. You see like the head coach with the lollipop. You see like Mike Winchell, Billingsley, Chavo are like coming out the tunnel.
Dude,
they're like talking shit to each other at like the coin toss.
Even the cheerleaders were bad. Like I wouldn't fuck with those cheerleaders. They were like the scariest cheerleaders of all time. Yeah. They would fuck you up. Yeah, this is a very good pick. I would not.
I love that song and that scene.
Yeah, I love that scene. I don't think I've heard it anywhere besides that, but like that scene is fucking awesome. So I like the pick.
I'm listening to it right now in my earbud, and it's a fantastic pick.
How about Dave doing something revolutionary right
You
now?
like that?
He's got.
I know he's
Well,
got the
I
ear
wanna
pod
be able
inside
to-
the headphone. Look at this guy.
If I hadn't heard of a song, I want to be able to.
Yeah, because I had to
hear
play it. Because obviously, I think of. I mean, we're so late in the draft. I could say it. I think of the other Friday Night Light songs. You know, like just the classic. I don't know.
Yeah, the explosions
Oh,
in
man,
the
what a
sky.
good pick this one.
Yeah, that's
No,
explosion.
this is the song that he's
Is
talking
that
about.
it?
Yeah. This
No, he's singing
No.
explosions in the sky. That's like that.
Well, the start of this song does that though.
Was it?
Yeah.
No. I'm thinking of a different one.
oh, that's a different one too.
talking about.
I know. That's not what I was singing.
Oh.
Yeah, you're doing explosions in the sky, which is like just kind of like classical music, almost. Like I don't think there's any
Oh,
lyrics
wow.
to it.
Ev, you're up again, 5th round.
It automatically just went to toxicity. I think that's a sign.
I'll this one I gotta go back to my roots. Go rap. There's a couple that I really want to pick. But there's an artist that I think I have to be on here. He's like my number one like pump up artist, and I think this is his number one probably pump up song, probably his most shock song. I don't know if it's the one that I like the best, but I think it makes the most sense here. It's "Hard in the Paint" by Waka Flocka. I think Waka is one of the more pump up guys of all like pump up music guys of all time. There's a lot of songs he has, but "Hard in the Paint" I think self-explanatory. I mean, "Hard in the Paint," the name itself right there. Yeah, I love it. Before, like when we have an early morning college football show, I have like a Waka playlist that I like get myself fired up when I have to like get up at 6 a.m. and like get the crowd fired up, just get like the blood pumping. I really started it with, I think the first like Michigan Ohio State show we did like years ago. But I now like pretty much before like every show I do, like I listen to that playlist in the morning, like while I'm like taking a shower, like before the shower, like get the blood flowing. Yeah, "Hard in the Paint," Waka. Had to have Waka on my board. Had to.
Dave?
I'm listening to it right now. I am not going to try to sing this because I would get canceled. I couldn't compose
don't try.
3 words in a row without getting canceled for this one, so I'm not going to
Yeah.
try.
It's just
Waka, what
don't say
a
the
nice
the
friend
last
of
word each,
Barstool he's
like-
been too. Waka's been around Barstool a ton the last few years.
Yeah, he has.
He's at the Beer Olympics.
Yeah.
I remember like back in the day, he was like giving Coley parenting advice. He was like hanging out with Erica after Rough and Rowdy. Like Waka has been everywhere at Barstool.
Chief?
That beat, the dun-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, and I'm a sucker for that, like the extra beat drop, like beat drop on top of the beat drop.
Yeah.
I'll go hard in the motherfucking paint.
Chief, give us your Waka Flocka
White guy that
impression.
sings rap songs. I'm very
won't be doing that.
like very know where to stop. Always know where to stop.
Yeah.
All right, to me, my last pick. Still so many on the board. I'm gonna go with a personal favorite, and I'm gonna take "Money Ain't for Nothing" by the Dire Straits.
Oh, great pick, Ed.
Yeah, I love this song. Jess Lockwood's song before he hops on the bull in PBR. Got me fired up.
Come on, give it, give it here.
Yeah, do it.
Do it.
What?
Dude,
You know exactly what.
we're asking.
I don't know what you're asking.
Yeah, you are.
Do
You
it,
got to
Ed.
do it.
Do it.
Well, when I was in my PBR days, I would try to announce with him.
And he's not talking about.
I'm talking about
canned
professional
beverage.
bull
Yeah.
riding, And that'd be,
How
it's
would you try to
JB Mooney.
announce?
It's JB Mooney with a 9.59 qualifying ride on percolator. That's going to be good enough to win the Iron Cowboy Award in Arlington, Texas.
No, would you really do that into the loudspeaker?
No, I wish. I was just, it was
He was
like
just watching on his couch, and he would talk like that.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought he did some kind of local regional bullfighting thing and was doing that. I was picturing something out of Twisters. That would have been amazing.
yeah.
Picturing like Mr. Towley calling a game.
JB Mooney.
Ed is gonna one day retire to. He's just gonna be a professional bull cum flipper.
Yeah, I
He's
tried.
gonna buy and sell bull cum.
I tried to get
Wow.
Dave Portnoy to buy bull cum one time because
How'd that go?
not well.
Well, he
Not
just
well.
Ed
But-
didn't sell him well enough.
Yeah, but he's into horses. I figured he'd be interested in bulls too.
He just bought an
Yeah.
awesome horse, by the way.
Yeah, I saw.
Like 2 days ago, we were trying to buy it, and he
It's like
overbid
Miss
us.
Apple or something, or a different one.
I don't think they named it yet.
Oh, really?
It's a yearling, and we Our group was trying to buy it and Dave outbid us.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone knows. Like Bushwhacker he just died actually. Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
How old?
I think he was 19. He was
Okay.
older, yeah.
Good full life.
Bushwhacker had a good life. He's one of the greatest athletes of our generation. Seriously, just one of the most dominant bulls that's ever walked this world. And his cum, it's priceless in my eyes.
So one of my old bosses, I swear to God, one of my old bosses owned 10% of Animal Kingdom, who won the 2012 Derby, 2013, right around then. And right after that, they were studding out that horse for $35,000 a pop. But there was some rule you could only stud out up to 200 times. So,
really?
They obviously,
And then they retire, right?
And then they retire.
They're retired already at that point.
Well, at this point, he's been retired for years now. But
true.
There's some I remember him explaining. There's some finite limit where you're not allowed to go over that number. And that's what they did. He won the Derby, and then they just got insanely rich off his cum.
He was 18. R.I.P. Bushwhacker, the Michael Jordan of bulls.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Yeah, Money Ain't for Nothing's great.
Yeah.
Obviously, became very problematic. Right.
They changed the lyrics.
They changed the lyrics and everything. Yeah, but
You're taking the original?
no, I like Prince too.
Prince's. He wasn't even making fun of Prince, really. He was kind of making fun of himself.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, well, that guy's got a plane. That guy's got everything. I'm just a bum sitting here talking about him.
Yeah. Robbie, you're up.
Ooh, there's so many picks I could go with. I feel like there's still there are chalk picks on the board right now that I feel like could have gone 1-1 in this draft.
Really?
Totally.
There's a few. I
think so too.
I think there's a few. I'm not even gonna take the chalk pick. I'm gonna take "Immigrant Song" by Led Zeppelin. It's just such a. It comes in do do da ba do 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 da ba do 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 da ba do, and then you hear Robert Plant's just piercing voice that.
Oh, I do know that. Yeah.
You know, it's in School of Rock. Jack Black's singing it before he takes the kids to their I think it's their audition or their sign up or something. And they're just singing about the coolest shit ever, which, in some people's opinion, that's drugs and alcohol and sex and stuff. In this song, they're singing about the hammer of Thor. They're talking hammer of the gods right here. It's a little nerdy, but god damn if this song doesn't get me fired up every time. That scream, that belting scream at the beginning, it's awesome. It just, the pacing of the song hits the entire way through. You're constantly being beat in the chest with it. So I'll take "Immigrant Song," Led Zeppelin.
I hate that you had to say the Jack Black song to get a lot of people to know that. Probably.
I don't think.
It was when he did
a lot of people do know it from
most
that.
people.
Yeah.
That's all I knew it from.
Yeah.
Instantly the light bulb went on when he sung the chorus. I instantly was like, oh, that's from School of Rock, Jack Black.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
And you know what? I don't hate that, Ed. I like that movie introduced a whole new generation to it.
It's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
So good. So good. One of the most rewatchable movies ever. It's so funny. Every time.
It's like a perfect TBS kind of movie.
Yes.
You flip it on TV.
Catch you at a random scene, you chuckle, and then you're like, I know how it ends.
I'll go back to the game I was watching.
Yeah. Watch it from commercial to commercial. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Chief, you're up.
All right. So this is where I potentially chief myself, but I wanted this song. This is the fifth round. Yeah. But I love this song. This is my favorite 50 Cent pump up song. It's Patiently Waiting. It comes on right before Many Men, and then In the Club is third. So you just play those three songs right in a row, and you have 10 minutes of just getting fucking hyped and jacked. So I love Patiently Waiting. I think it's my favorite 50 Cent song.
I gotta be honest. I didn't think you had this in your bag.
Patiently Waiting? This is gonna.
Is anyone else surprised that this?
No, we owe you an apology. We didn't know your game like that.
I'm not familiar with your game, Chief.
Okay. All right. Well, I said when Big Ev took Many Men that he's my favorite rapper, I think, of all time. And even I started playing men's league hockey. I did it this summer for the first time in 15 years. Even on the way to the rink now, I'm still put on 50 Cent.
It's a great one.
Patiently Waiting. All right, good. Because I feel like this is not his most popular.
Oh, it doesn't get the love it deserves at all.
Even the Eminem verse in it is incredible.
Yeah.
I'm patiently waiting for a track to explode.
He owes Eminem for that one.
And also, I'm glad you brought up the in the club thing because it is the perfect sequence of like the patiently waiting, and then it feels like Many Men is like the game, and then you won the game. You're in the club, pop a bottle.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like the perfect like 3-song sequence of like your day, of like a perfect day if you win that game.
Wow, good pick. White Sox Dave, Mr. Irrelevant.
I'm glad that song got love. I thought it wasn't.
While a great song, I still don't think pump up song when I hear it, but it's fine. It's yours. I think this one also could have gone 1-1. It's literally about getting pumped up. It's Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a song about getting pumped up.
It is. Just one of those days.
Just one of those days.
Come on, Ed. You got it.
I think that's really all kind of.
No, you got it. When you don't want to wake up, everything is fucked. Everybody sucks.
It's the isn't it the song that they've done like the Woodstock '99 documentaries, and they say basically that's the song that like it was going south, and then that like turned it out basically.
Yeah, and then it just became Lord of the Flies after that.
And then people started
Durst on like plywood.
Yeah, people like literally start breaking like the stage and anything around them.
That was it. Yeah, there's no denying.
It's a great pick.
This is a pump up song. Listen, we're gonna do honorable mentions, but I was gonna take in the second round. Lose Yourself not going. Is
I
feel
just
like Lose
Eminem.
Yourself got a little cheesy.
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
But still, it had
A
place.
little bit. It became like the white kid rap anthem for sure. I feel like
Yeah.
it was the one rap song every white kid you knew the lyrics to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
So it becomes that in a
When
way.
it
but
first came out,
it
you're
still
like,
hits.
oh,
I got to
fuck.
be honest.
it hits so
if it hits
hard.
in the right scenario, it'll still hit.
Yo, did you like his last album? I've listened to it like 3-4 times now. It's awesome. I think it's fantastic, vintage, Slim Shady.
And the lyrics and the way that the message is portrayed, it's perfect. You only get one shot. Listen, Robbie Fox, if you ever get the call up to fill in for John Anik or someone, you'll listen to the song before. I guarantee it. You only get one shot, Robbie Fox, to fill in. If Dana likes you, maybe you get two, but that's
Listen,
it.
those are big shoes to fill. I do not want to fill in for John Anik.
But I'm just saying, am I right or wrong that song would be in the playlist if you fucking...
That'd be on the playlist for sure. That would be on the playlist. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think,
Dude, how about a 1-1? That the one that I was referring to that I almost took with my 5th round pick. It's just so chalky. I didn't want to take like Thunderstruck and this. Welcome to the Jungle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Should we
almost
do
took
honorable
it.
mentions then?
Yeah.
we are.
That's basically honorable mentions. But Lose Yourself, Welcome to the Jungle, two very big misses.
Also, TNT.
Yeah. Another ACDC.
Another
Yeah.
talk, like,
Most
should've easily
80s
been the
butt
first
rock.
round.
Yeah. Hell's Bells.
Yeah, Hell's Bells.
Hell's Bells.
I avoided all
Bells,
those.
great
So
one.
those are like too chalky and
Shoot to Thrill for
Yeah,
AC/DC was
Yeah.
great too.
Crazy Train.
Yep. Had that on the list. For Whom the Bell Tolls,
That's-
Metallica. I kind of want to.
I wish we could have done
I don't
10
want to take them right
rounds. I
after
know.
Enter Sandman.
right. I had that before Enter Sandman. Just because
I would agree. I
avoid
think that's the better pump up song. Enter Sandman might be the better, like specifically used as an entrance song.
So back in the 90s, Robin and Ev Rob, you would know this just based on seeing the movies, but they used to sink a shit ton of money into the original soundtrack. So like The Matrix has songs with like Rage Against the Machine. Like if you remember the what was the vampire movies? Blade? Was it Blade?
Twilight?
No, Blade.
Oh, Blade, yeah.
Blade, yeah.
Blade
The
were
Blade
vampire
movies,
movies,
like
yeah.
they had Rob Zombie and shit. But none of these songs were like commercially popular at all outside the movies. But one song in The Matrix, it's like an electronic song. I had to look it up. It's called Club to Death by Rob Dugan. It's like a combo of like 90s rock rap, like rage kind of music and electronic, and it makes me want to fucking kill everything in sight. You would all know the song if you heard it too. I had to look it up today.
You're gonna kill this.
Still Dre. I think the first little
Yeah.
the little
Dre's
piano
great.
chord.
Yep.
All My Life by the Foo Fighters. Hostile by Pantera. Testify by Rage Against the Machine.
Anything Rage. Could have been
Anything
on there.
Rage. Anything Rage, and then anything Rob Zombie. Same thing.
I have some entrance ones too, Robbie. I almost don't want to say them just because we might be able to run that back. I don't know how you feel about that.
We could. I had literally like 15 entrance ones, and I could have drafted them all. I felt like, but I didn't want to just do an entrance draft. I was like willing to take one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Should we hold them?
We could hold them.
Yeah, let's hold them. So
We could walk back a walkout thing with
Yeah, we'll walk back. Okay. I got 5 left, so I'll just run through them real quick. Black Betty by Ram Jam. Bleed It Out, Linkin Park.
Great song.
Yeah.
That's a good call.
Headstrong by Trapped. Love Sosa.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah. Love Sosa by Chief Keef.
Oh yeah.
And Sing for the Moment, Eminem. Robbie?
Another good one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Couple I had Kashmir, Zeppelin, Wake Up, the song from The Matrix. Cherub Rock by Smashing Pumpkins. I was kind of surprised Sirius by the Alan Parsons Project didn't get taken by one of you three.
Yeah.
When you said you were going to pander,
damn. Yeah.
But it's
that's
just,
where I thought you were going with that.
we've been inundated with it our entire
Yeah.
lives. It's probably so in front of our face that we just forgot it. It was hiding in plain sight.
I had, Crazy Train, Smells Like Teen Spirit, Dreams and Nightmares. That was, we don't have a Philly person on this podcast. Maybe if we did, that would have gotten taken.
Meek.
And then there's a couple Oasis songs like Rock and Roll Star and Morning Glory are both
Morning
great
Glory,
pump-up
yeah.
songs.
There's probably a lot of like 80s butt rock we missed. Like,
Oh,
ton.
yeah.
shoot.
Yeah.
There's so many pump up songs we missed.
I mean, like Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a huge one.
The whole Rocky soundtrack's unreal.
Yeah.
In the Burning Heart, Hearts on Fire. There's so many
Yeah.
good ones in just the Rocky sphere.
they would play Eye of the Tiger when our last period bell rang to like dismiss our high school on Fridays. And like, as soon as they would start, don't. And I would get tinglies. Like, oh, yeah, we're about ready to fucking go. You know?
Ev, what you got that we didn't get to?
The band
I think
at
the only
the
one,
wedding
like-
I was at last week, they played Eye of the Tiger in like the
Oh, really?
third set. And it was like, oh, fuck, let's go.
A few of them already got said in honorable mentions, like Dreams and Nightmares and Welcome to the Jungle, TNT. Put On by Jeezy, I thought was especially like like for your high school, it's like I put on for my city. Like I've seen like a million high school basketball teams, like football teams, colleges come out to that. One that I owed a sleeper that I think is near and dear to my heart because it starts so slow and then like picks up a lot. It was like when me and all my boys would like go out in Seaside, it was like our last song before we'd like go hit the bars. Black Parade. I know it's slow, but it was like our last song. We would all gather together and like play that when it was like, all right, like we're about to like go out and like tear the boardwalk on fire. And Black Parade, just the build up to it, it's so long, but that was one that was like a personal one that I love.
So weirdly, that song did get me pumped up too, I remember, but that's like an emo, like bitchy, sad song.
It
is,
starts
yeah.
so soft and
Right.
slow, but then it builds to like the like like it just goes crazy. Like
Yeah.
you're just like running. You want to just like run in place, like going nuts.
It's a good one.
My last one, I didn't read this one. My Way or the Highway by Limp Bizkit might be the best pump up song in that entire album, and I'm pissed.
Highway.
And it starts like very slow and
Highway to Hell.
Yeah.
Chief, you got any?
South Carolina football has that Sandstorm, which is like a electric song, which gets you going.
Darude.
Yeah. I didn't know how to pronounce the name of the band.
I think it's
I-
Darude.
that's how it's written. Yeah. I think that's it. The only other one I had written down was Eye of the Tiger.
Heads Will Roll, the Patty the Batty walkout song. Gets the fucking people going.
like that.
That's a big one.
I like that. All right, I'm going to read them off. We'll vote who will not be on this week's poll. Big Ev, Many Men, 50 Cent, We Will Rock You, Queen, Mo Bamba, Shaq West, New Noise, Refused, Hard in the Paint, Waka Flocka, Eddie Till I Collapse, Eminem, Gonna Fly Now, Rocky, Shipping Up to Boston, Dropkick Murphy, Star Spangled Banner, Money Ain't For Nothing, Dire Straits. Robbie, Kickstart My Heart, Motley Crue, Thunderstruck, AC/DC, Detroit Rock City, Kiss, Stone Cold's entrance song, Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin. Chief, Seven Nation Army, The White Stripes, Stranglehold, Ted Nugent, Bodies, Drowning Pool, Enter Sandman, Metallica, Patiently Waiting, 50 Cent. White Sox Dave, Sabotage, Beastie Boys, Killing in the Name, Rage Against the Machine, Duality, Slipknot, Toxicity, System of a Down, Break Stuff, Limp Bizkit. Write down on a blank text who you thought, or on a paper, whatever, who you thought had the weakest draft. Ev, let's start with you.
Yeah, I said White Sox Dave just because I didn't like know really any of the songs that he said. So it was I don't like it was hard for me to kind of judge based on that, but that was why I went just because that.
I'm going to get you pumped up after this draft, and you're going to I'll send you these songs. You have to listen to them.
I have faith.
Robbie, who do you got?
Dave, sorry. I didn't like the toxicity pick.
That's you liked it over the national anthem?
I like the rest of Eddie's combined more than the rest of yours combined, to be fair.
That's insane. As a music guy, that's insane.
Chief, who you got?
I'm voting for Eddie because I do think the national anthem takes down our Spotify playlist. So everything else is about
it does.
Rage.
I
and
didn't
Get
even
ready,
think about that. It does take down the Spotify
like
playlist.
When that song, when we make this playlist and the national anthem comes on, you're hitting skip, and that was enough reason for me to vote you off.
Dumb reason, but
no, that's a great reason.
I also
Dave,
had Ed.
I had you, so you're out.
Me?
Yeah. White Sox Dave is left off the poll.
This is insane, but it's fine.
National
anthem, Bob.
Sorry, Dave. What were your four again? List your four, and Eddie list his four.
Sabotage, Killing in the Name, Duality, Toxicity, Break Stuff. At least mine was in the
yours were good, but the Sabotage first pick was crazy.
That wasn't crazy. It's
a great song. It's just that can't be first pick.
Hold on.
My list is better than yours.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Till I Collapse, Gonna Fly Now, Sipping Up to Boston, and Money Ain't for Nothing.
Your top three are very strong.
You drafted 4 pump-up songs.
How so? Why do you hate America?
I don't hate America.
I think you do.
America.
I think this is for all the red Eds I've gotten. It sounds like these two guys hate America.
will bet you $100 right now that we can Google 10 different playlists and not one of them will have Star Spangled Banner on it. I'll pump up music playlists. $100.
You're probably right. You're probably right about that.
Sure.
That doesn't mean
it's not a pump up song.
That's exactly what it means.
No, it doesn't. What? BuzzFeed list don't have my thing, so I'm out.
I'm talking about Spotify.
Is that how this works? BuzzFeed?
I was talking about actual playlists.
Dave, you're off the poll. Go listen to Toxicity somewhere.
I am. I'm going to listen to it tonight, and I'm going to break things.
All right, Ev, Robbie, thank you.
Thank you.
Robbie will run that walkout song draft at some point. I think there's a lot of good ones from, college football to UFC to baseball, and there's a lot of wrestling. There's a lot of great walkout songs from iconic people that are synonymous with the song. That would be a lot of fun. So we'll do that soon.
All right, thanks, boys.
All right, everyone. That's it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We'll be back on Wednesday. We will see you then.